could a member of the Trump administration be removed from office? Tonight, Congressman John Larson is joining a growing number of House Democrats supporting impeachment efforts against the Homeland Security Secretary.
NBC Connecticut's Jeremy Chin takes a closer look at the process and what could come of it.
It's a word people in Connecticut have been hearing more and more lately, impeachment.
In the last few years, yes, and I'm starting to hear it again.
The past few months, past few years, I can say that for sure.
But what does it mean exactly?
The president's in trouble.
Just anything just involving someone that's not doing what it's supposed to.
University of New Haven professor Dr. Trish Krause says it's a tool to remove public officials from office for misconduct.
It's the perception, either by the public or by Congress, that you've stepped over the lines of your sort of constitutionally determined duties.
It's a perception Congressman John Larson felt, and that's why he's one of several House Democrats who filed articles of impeachment against DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. He says it's in response to the fatal shooting of a Minneapolis woman by an ICE officer last week and a demonstrator getting struck by a van in Hartford that the city thinks was driven by a federal employee.
The Trump administration believes they're above the law and they're not accountable for anything.
DHS criticizing the effort as showmanship in a statement saying in part, DHS is a law enforcement agency enforcing the rule of law passed by Congress. If members don't like the law, it is quite literally their job to change it. Dr. Krause says impeachment requires a simple majority in the House and a 2/3 majority in the Senate to remove someone from office. She says it's unlikely to happen as Republicans control both chambers of Congress, with Democratic efforts likely symbolic to show their voters some fight.
It's a physical process that they can show that they're doing something.
She says historically, impeachment was aimed at serious crimes, but has recently become more of a political weapon.
If you don't like somebody, if you don't like what they're doing, then the conversation immediately goes to impeachment.
Now, in our 250-year history, the House has impeached 22 times to 21 federal officials, most notably President Bill Clinton in his second term and President Trump twice in his first term. 8 people were removed from office, all federal judges, Keisha.
Not even 24 times in the history of this country, Jeremy. We were talking about this earlier. You hear the word impeachment. It used to be, it had some weight behind it. It meant something. Now we're hearing the professor describe it as a political weapon. Did the professor tell you anything else that surprised you?
Well, one of the things she mentioned was there's a lot of talk also about perhaps impeaching White House advisor Stephen Miller. She says that gets a little complicated because A, he is not elected, and B, he is not in an office where he has to get congressional approval if President Trump were to appoint him.
Sure, not an elected official. Jeremy Chin, thank you. Again, this is a political weapon that it seems both major political parties keep using. Thank you.